Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the running back takes the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but you give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He makes the grab. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia 7, Tennessee 0.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. And he stopped short of the first down.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills, and some are two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
4th down coming up.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The Volunteers will bring their punt team onto the field. And the return brought down by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense comes to the line for 3rd down off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Off the play fake on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. The 40. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, it's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught for the completion. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Georgia, 14, Tennessee.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And it's good for a first down with a 36.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
1st down and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Okay, ready?
2nd down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass is caught. And he's brought down there.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. The Volunteers are looking to keep this drive going. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Good throw, catch made. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Dogs will whistle to the line to crank the tempo. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
They're going to run it here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, we're looking at a 3rd down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Georgia.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's escaping the pocket now. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The Bulldogs will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. They got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's had to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And now the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's just good, hard running by this back. Man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll change the pre-snap look now. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
And that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff on. Just a lot of open field.
Now a chance to cut into this. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Them 6 points, and they bounce back here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right, this one caught. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up the 3rd down play.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up and anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but it's a solid gain on the return. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch made inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. This offense really clicking.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, Georgia 31, Tennessee 7.
And the Volunteers will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Georgia will take over 1st and 10.
Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Dogs hustle to the line. Run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? Across the 40. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
High-tempo offense is back out on the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Caught, completion. And the defense wraps him up. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That pass is caught. They got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Vols trying to cash in here in the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it, trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Got to be impressed by the accuracy of this throw and the effort by the receiver to make the catch. He just couldn't get his foot down for the touchdown.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. It's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass is caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Caught by the receiver. The tackle is made at the 50. First down for the offense.
And the Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks. That play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop it at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense cannot be stopped.
Georgia.
Well, the energy really building now, Cricket. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner is brought down. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Fowles. It was a foot race, and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point was good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14.
That makes the score. Georgia 28, Tennessee 14.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Oh, reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. The Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. And looking to throw now on first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
The offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
That sack sets up a second down and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. He's got it for a big gain. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here. They're on 43. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Let's take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage seam downs the ball right there. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. The pocket breaking down. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. That sack sets up a second down and very long. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to create. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackled there by the defense. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he drops to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. There's another interception. They're losing track. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in the last possession. And the defense smothers it for no gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chest snatch comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long to a 30 to get this drive going. The shotgun handoff here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Let's see if they can get it going here. Defense is coming after him. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. We'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ballgame.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And here's second down. They'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Here comes the handoff. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to put this one away.
35, Tennessee, 14.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Return it one down. Sets up the next drive.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over first and 10.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. They guys up front lined up. It's first down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival, get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason.